Hello. Whoops. Hi, world. Why talent alone isn't enough? This is less of a question I get asked directly and more of a thing that I just see people struggling with. Especially when you do auditions, casting. I know it's probably going to be blurry, but let's just be patient with me because I am doing this completely impromptu. I had no idea I was going to do this for the video, so I probably should have queued this up and not wasted your time with this, but I want to show you. I want to show you what's cracking. What goes on the other side. You see, breakdown services, right? You guys might know it from your end as Actors Access. So we were just submitting, we were posting for a single role, and there were about, within a day or so, 800 submissions for that one role, and it was for a kid. Now, all of these are submissions, right? So these are actually just, thumbnails, headshots, and maybe it's blurry, I think, what you see, which I'd like to keep that way because I don't necessarily want these people identified. But just so you know, I can go and, sometimes I'll be doing this myself on like small commercial projects that I'm directing and stuff, or bigger commercial projects, or when it's a movie or something, we might have casting people doing this. But you can filter. So the first thing I do is I filter submissions with media, and maybe you can do submissions with history too. But I'm not going to do that. I think that's I always just do submissions with media, and then only look at the ones that have media attached. So if you don't have a reel or some sort of video or definitely headshots, you're not even going to get looked at. So why am I doing this? Why am I showing you this? One role, 1 day player thing. Okay, the rate's pretty good because it's a commercial for a national brand. But very quickly, almost 1,000 submissions, right? And it's not a big national TV broadcast thing. It's an internet project. So this happens for movies too, and shows. And the impression I get when I see a lot of submissions is that somehow actors think, well, just by sheer look and talent, they'll just be always, considered, or they should be. And it's almost like they refuse to submit to the creation of assets, the trying to impress the other side by professionalism, by showing experience and empathy. They almost try to fight that and say, well, it shouldn't be that way, so I'm not going to. Well, the only person losing with that mentality is you. Because I'm not going to click on a headshot that looks subpar unless I'm really, really just blown away by a certain look. And I just think, and for a commercial, I'm more likely to do that because it's more about the look, right? So just pretend that this submission, that this casting call was for a film, which I have plenty of that I can show you too at some other point. Then I click on that headshot. Let's say you drew me in, even with a bad headshot. And I was like, okay, well, she's got a really special look, so I'll humor it and see if there's something there in the reel or whatever, or a good submission. And then there's nothing. Or there's some self-tape that you did for another show, or there's your reel is just a bunch of self-tapes you did. Not even for my project. It's just a bunch of self-tapes. I see that a lot. And sometimes I just see a slate shot. I click in, media. Hi, my name's Jeff. I'm sorry, I have 800 more people for this role alone that I can go look at. Next. Like, how impressive do you think, hi, my name's Jeff, on a vertical, recording is how's that going to help me make a decision for finding an actor for my project? For real, think about it. So, the idea that talent alone is necessary is ridiculous, because if you have talent and you don't have a way to showcase it professionally, then you're the only one that knows you have talent. Why would I look at a picture and I say, you know that guy? There's something in his eyes. I think he's really talented. I'm going to dismiss everybody else who did do the due diligence and submit something professional. I'm going to blow all that off because this person needs to be rewarded for the potential talent that they might have. And I'm going to call him. I'm going to talk, waste a bunch of time on a phone call maybe, or call him into an audition to figure out if there's any talent there at all. No, come on. So your assets are really important. And your understanding of how many people you're up against is really important. And that's why talent alone is not important. Now let's get into some other specific reasons as to why. You might be a great actor, but you've never been on a set before. So you might have issues with camera. You might not know how to play for camera. You might be very theater originally, trained, which sometimes can lead to sort of a, projecting if you're not used to working and understanding that the audience can see you this closely. You don't have to say, why? A little more subtle. It's going to delay things. You're going to have to work with the director more. Of course, hopefully there'll be rehearsals and all that. I'm just illustrating a point. There's things that go through people's heads. Has it happened a lot that people brought in people from plays that they liked and said, hey, this guy I saw in a play, he's great. Let's use him for this film? Sure. I'm just telling you, you have a lot of competition. And so every little thing counts. So what's the key here? What's the key with casting and auditioning and all that stuff? The lower the risk, the higher your odds. Okay? The lower the risk, the higher your odds. Talent? We all assume you have talent. You're submitting for acting roles. Now we need to verify that. Reels help with that. Auditions help with that. And so you have talent, great. You verified it with your reel. You show a little bit of range. You show the, not just one single thing maybe that you're doing. If it's for a lead, or if it's for an agent, or a casting director general meeting. And now, or if it's for a role, like show me something that's relevant. Even if it's just one scene, 2 scenes, somewhat relevant sort of in their character to what I'm casting. Okay, so now we've seen you in that light, roughly. I can picture you in my project. You've proven to me that you have talent. Are you professional, though? So, have you been on a set, right? And that's why the quality of the reel makes a difference. Can a person get cast with just a cell phone video doing a really good job at a self-tape? Of course. Can that person win against an equally talented person doing the same self-tape that has a substantial reel? A little more questionable. Higher risk. So when you wonder, well, why do I need best headshots or good headshots? Why do I need quality material on my reel? and not just my friend who's filming me. Oh, I know a guy, you know. We'll do another video about not to be, you know, why not to do everything yourself and do everything cheap. You need quality material on your reel. Why your resume should reflect as much experience and training and all that stuff as you can think of. Even if it was something you did in high school, a play or whatever. Like, don't lie, but use everything that you've done because you want to beef up the resume as much as you can. Now, again, some people don't look at resumes. I don't. I look at what you sent me. I look at your headshot. Does she care enough about her work to have pictures taken by a professional? Cool. Looking at her reel, does her headshot look like her reel? Is this is there some consistency in what I'm looking at here? Is the same person that I'm looking at going to be the person coming to my project? Because that's the one I'm interested in. Okay. Does the character type on her resume, on her reel, reflect in any way something that fits within the space of the character I'm casting for, or any other character that might be on that film if she's not fit for that? I'll put a pin in that one. And does it look like my movie is going to be the first movie she's ever going to be on? Or has she been directed before and worked for a camera that's more than one angle? That's important. You see, I didn't even mention talent there. I don't care if you're talented. I care if you're right for my part. We said that in another video with Carmen Aiello and in another video, which I can't remember which one already. But it's coming up a lot because it's true. Are you right for my part? Yes or no? That's why talent alone does not matter. And that's why you need to invest in your assets, in your headshots, in your look, in your training. All of that stuff adds. It's not going to be, none of these are the single thing that are going to get you the big gig. They add to it. You're the sum of all of your parts. You are the synergetic result, the exponential result. The combination of everything is stronger than the sum of its parts. You know, just training, just headshots, just a good reel, put it together. Not as valuable as you personally, your individuality, your talent as an actor, with a strong reel, with strong headshots, with good training, staying active, with solid social media, professional, good etiquette, great auditioning skills, straight to the point kind of mannerisms. All of that together makes a professional actor, and that's the person we want to work with. So talent alone, it's just one of many little elements in the pot that you need. And that's why experience is important, and you just need to stick at it. Catch you on the next one. Oh yeah, subscribe, like, all that stuff. Why do we have to say that to you, like to people? Subscribe, like there's a thumbs up, there's a thumbs down, there's a subscribe. If you liked it, I hope you would subscribe, but I guess you know what, I do forget things too, so maybe that's the thing. People forget, so yeah, share. Do you know somebody who could use this? Have you been like watching your friend's shitty reel? Let me do the heavy lifting for you. And don't like hint at like, hey, man, maybe you should, you know, change something up. Just send them this video. I'll be the bad guy for you. Deal? All right, thanks, bye.